So yesterday I went to Venice Beach. I rented a bike for the whole day and I went to go find a film location, and then I biked all the way to Santa Monica, kind of like past Santa Monica, and it was like the best day that I've had here. Yesterday I got back early. I got back at about 8 p.m. I was taking photos at the Venice Beach Pier, and then after sunset I just went straight back here because that place is a little bit dodgy. You can tell because during the day the shops were like that kind of like cheap, kind of like a bad vibe about the place. The smells and the people that were just hanging around selling stuff there, so I thought it would be wise to go back home after sunset. Today is day 5. Instead of hunting for a film location, I'm going to do a photo hunt. I'm going to look for one of the most iconic places in LA. While I'm waiting for my bus, I'm going to tell you another tipping story. So in Auckland or in New Zealand in general, the bill doesn't come to you at the end of your meal in a restaurant. You go up to the counter and you pay your total. But over here, they drop off your bill at your table while you're probably still eating. So yesterday that happened in a restaurant, and it came in like a little black folder, and I looked at the bill and it had like a subtotal, the tax, gratuity 18%. I knew what to do at this point, and I was paying by card. So I just put my card in the folder and I closed it. After a while, they took the folder away, and then they came back with the folder with my card inside, and then another printed bill where it said subtotal, gratuity 18%, extra tip with a blank line, and then signature with a blank line. So I was like, do I put an extra tip? But it already added up the gratuity 18%. So I left extra tip blank and I just signed the receipt. And then for ages, I didn't know what to do. Like, do I take my card and then they take the folder away? Or do they need to check my signature with my card? And I was just sitting there and no one was taking away my folder. And my card was still inside the folder, so I was like, maybe I should like close the folder. So I closed it. No one was taking away my folder. And then I Googled it. I was like, what to do? I Googled it and they were like, oh, put it at the edge of your table. And I was like, okay, I'll put it at the edge of my table. 5 minutes later, the folder was still there with my card inside, with my receipt and my signature. And I was like, luckily I knew someone here, Reb, and I texted her and I was like, hey, my receipt came, I put my card in, they took it away, they gave it back to me, I signed the receipt, I left the extra tip blank. Is that what I'm supposed to do? It was like, yeah, you can leave. And I was like, but they haven't seen my signature. The point of the signature is so they would match it with your card. And she was like, no, I'm pretty sure you can leave. And I was like, okay, but if they chase after me, it's your fault. Anyway, I left and it was all fine. This is why I like dining at food halls or food courts, because you just pay up front. I got off at the wrong bus stop. When I was supposed to get off, I remember staring out the window and not registering that that was where I was supposed to get off. So I'm walking back to that place and it's going to take me just a 12-minute walk. It's fine. Luckily I have my Skechers. So the iconic photo stop that I'm looking for is the palm trees on either side of the street and the Hollywood sign in the background. When I Googled it last night on TripAdvisor, it said that that place doesn't exist, that the Hollywood sign is photoshopped. But I came across a website that says that yes, it does exist, but it's not the place that you think it is. So I followed the directions and I think I'm here. Okay, so it looks like that article was written a few years ago because now there are trees growing in the way of the Hollywood sign. These houses are huge. These houses look like the typical like American houses, if you know what I mean. the ones that you see in movies and TV shows and stuff. Like, I'm reminded of My Wife and Kids. Oh my goodness, there's a squirrel. There's a squirrel! Okay, so it turns out that it's only at a certain angle that you can see the Hollywood sign without the trees getting in the way. So I found it, but I need to get to the middle of the road to take a photo. Gonna wait for all these BMWs to drive past. It's up there. Wow! I got it! Alright, I got my photos. Now I'm literally sitting on the berm, just cooling off. The sun is beating down now, so it's a good time to go to like a gallery or something where there's air conditioning. So, off we go again. So this is the tar pits. It literally smells like roads, you know, because of tar. Those aren't real elephants, by the way. Just fakes. Oh, okay, so these are meant to be mammoths when they lived here during the Ice Age. So that one there is Papa Mammoth, Baby Mammoth, and Mama Mammoth is getting stuck in the tar. So I just took a tour at the Brea tar pit just around the outside. So I learned about the Ice Age and about how animals can get stuck in a tar pit. And those crates behind me are all full of fossils that they've excavated them, but they haven't found out what fossils are inside because the boxes aren't open. So now I'm going back to the museum and I have like a live show to go to about like saber-toothed cats.
Size as a modern day African lion, but twice the weight, weighing in at 500 pounds.
The Brea tar pits is alright. I wouldn't purchase a ticket to go inside. Yeah, I would just walk around and look at the tar pits outside because there are like information boards and stuff, and then when you go in and do the tour or the show, they practically tell you what's on the board. So right now I'm waiting for my bus. I'm going to go to the farmers market, which is kind of nearby, but it's too long to walk. I'm going to go to the farmers market for lunch and then go to the LA County Museum of Art, and then afterwards, if I'm still feeling up to it, go shopping nearby at the Grove. actually close to Beverly Hills and Rodeo Drive, so we're going to make a quick stop there before going to the art gallery. Here it is. For the past 4 days I've been wondering where all the rich people are at. Found the tourists as well. We're in Beverly Hills.